Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Honest Am here, the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for another moon reading. We're going to do a new moon reading in Cancer. Just to give you guys a little heads up, I am not in the best mood. I kind of haven't been highly emotional. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I feel like this new moon is very powerful, the energy that's happening right now, and it's going to affect us. Of course, it'll affect you a different way, but I just felt like it was necessary to come on here and to get some information on how we can navigate through these energies. This channel is all about how to remember being a spiritual being here in this fleshly body. So before I go ahead and get into it, I do want to give you a little information. The archetype for Cancer is actually the mother, the nurturer. So if during this time you may be having feelings about, maybe the relationship with your mother, the way that you mother yourself, the way that you're mothering your children, the way you're nurturing yourself or not nurturing yourself, all of that could be highlighted at this time. Angel number 115. And then I also feel like the Cancer, the sign of Cancer, it rules the fourth house, and the fourth house is all about family and home and where you feel like you belong. And so if you are feeling anything like that, that is because of the new moon. And the last thing that I would tell you to do is to, if you have a moment, go ahead and pull up your birth chart so that you can see where the Cancer is going to hit your birth chart. And to just give you some insight and to be completely transparent. I have been having, I'm not even lying, y'all, literally every day this week I have been waking up crying about work. And I know y'all like, damn, this is a short week. Exactly. And it's only Thursday. But like, I've just been like in this space where I just am really unhappy in my career. I really feel like where I work at, it's not in alignment with me. And it's at the point where it feels like it is weighing on my soul. It hurts, and I know like older generations will be like, just get over it, it's just a job. But it's not just a job. It's somewhere where we spend majority of our time, and if majority of our time we're in a situation that is trying to make us feel small, that is trying to demean us, that is toxic, like that will affect your life. And so I'm starting to get out the mindset of being like, just get over it. Angel number 241. No, I can't just fucking get over it. Like, I want to earn a living doing what I love. And so that was my declaration. Like, I'm like, I don't ever want anybody in my family, I don't even want my worst enemy to feel how I have been feeling for these last couple of weeks. And as I was walking before I actually came on here to do this video, angel number 305, God was just speaking to me and telling me like, the reason why it hurts so much is because it's not just yours. Like we're not just, I feel like our generation, the reason why our transformation is so hard, the reason why when we are awakened and we do feel these emotions, we feel them so much, is because it's not just us. Like, we're feeling our mothers, our grandmothers, our great grandmothers, and the ones before that. Like I told you guys, we have 7 generations in our bloodstream. 7 generations. So y'all know, I know for me, slavery is only 2 or 3 removed. So which means all of that shit is in me. And so that's why it's such a frustration. That's why it's so, it feels so fucking hard, and kind of just like, I don't see my way through this, but I'm not a person that's going to quit. I'm actually tired of picking myself up, but God is like, that's what you're supposed to do. And sometimes it's not, when you're down and you're like, how am I going on? I don't want to go on. That's our ancestors. That's our spirits. That's our angels. They're pushing us. They're standing in the middle, like standing up for us when we can't even stand up for ourselves. Thank you, God. And I just feel like what God is saying is that when we heal, we're not just healing ourselves, we're healing everybody. Nobody ever has to experience that again. And so if you're going through a rough and a trying time, I just tell yourself, be like me. I'm like, I'm in between the place where I am tired of my life, but I love God way too much to even think about taking my life. But it's like, I am going to still get up and push myself one step further. And I'm declaring that this cycle of doing things that you don't love, this cycle of enslavement, this cycle of buying my time or being in places that make me small, it ends with me today. angel number 543. So let's just get some information. God, guardian angels, ancestors, beings of light. We come to you today as humbly as we know how to get some insight on how to navigate this new moon in Cancer, God. It is affecting us. It is powerful. And we just want to know, how can we use this information to become the alchemist of our lives? How can we remember how to be a spiritual being? How can we maximize the help of our spiritual team? God, any information that you deem worthy for us to hear at this time, I ask that you deliver them to me and through me as clear as possible. In God's name I pray. Amen. Angel number 534. 3 cards, please, God. And look at that. That fast, my energy shifted. That's why I'm glad I pushed myself through. I'm so glad that I pushed myself through. Because, like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I was like, I'm not fucking doing no readings. I literally told God, like, angel number 555, I literally told God, like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing readings for a month until you bless me. Until you get me out this job. I'm not doing readings for a month. And then I listened to my own fucking message and it was like, live on a daily basis. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Y'all, this shit, I'm tired. Like, God damn it, it's hard being a human. Jesus, how did you do it? How did you do it? So the 4 cards that came out for us, and 4 letting us know that our ascended masters and our angels are here with us. Thank you, God, because we fucking need y'all help. We need your guys' help. We need your guidance, and we need your insight. So thank you for being here. So the message that came out is awakening. I feel like I told y'all it's hard. If you're feeling your feelings right now, feel them, baby. Angel number 645, go through that, because right now you're going through an awakening. You have to know what you don't want to know what you do want. And I realized at the age of 32, if it took for me to get to 32 to realize I don't ever in my life want to be in a job that is not in alignment with my life, fine. I literally told myself, like, if I just want to be good by 40. Period. Take all the pressure off myself. I just want to be established by 40. Because what I don't want to be doing is at the age of 50 and the age of 65, still going into a goddamn job, still having a boss or somebody speaking over me. So I took the pressure off myself. Okay, it don't have to come this year. It don't have to happen next year. But by the age of 40, I need to be in a place where my life is good, golden, and living my best fucking life. Okay? So if you are feeling your feelings right now, God is saying you're going through a time of awakening. Your past is behind you. Right now, it's really important for you to just focus on this present moment. Focus on the things that you want. Fuck the past. It ain't even here no more. Let's just focus on what we want. And trust me. Okay? Am is always going to tell you the truth. Am is always speaking from experience, okay? Okay? I am a living motherfucking example. And that's why I saw it. Because I fucking chose. And remember 808, my soul trying to be a big ass bitch. She want to come down here and be like, oh, I'm going to be an example. I'm going to show people how to be a spiritual being. And got me going through all this shit. Girl, it's hard, okay? The fuck? My higher thing. I be like, sometimes I wish God ain't think so highly of me, okay? But anyways, the beautiful thing is, after we go through this period of awakening, and I tell you guys all the time, we talk about, you know, changing our life and taking these big leaps of faith, and it's always like, yes, yeah, go, bitch, you know, I'm living, I'm awakened, I'm woke, and it's really like, bitch, I'm awakened, I'm woke, oh my God, what the fuck, my life, you know, like, it's not all sunshine and daisies, let me tell you this, boo. Matter of fact, if you feel like, bitch, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get out of this, I feel like I'm at rock bottom, I feel trapped, but then I also feel like I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do, and I don't know where the fuck to do no more. Is God listening to me? Is he not here? You're in the right fucking place. You are in the right fucking place. This is where God wants you to be at. Because he wants you to lean on him. He wants you to trust him to get you through. God, the reason why, God, you know what, I was about to say F you, God. But the reason why it's a process and it feels so hard and it's so irritating is because God wants you to release all of that control. He wants you to, this time, as you're an awakened being, to get that big ass manifestation that you're waiting for, that piece of your soul that you're like, God, I just want to reunite with that, and once I'm there, I'm good. The reason why God is like, it's not like he's holding it above you and he don't want you to have it. He wants you to do it with him. He wants you to be like, there is a shadow of a doubt. Like, no way, no how. Nobody else could have helped me get through this but God. That's where he's trying to get you at. Angel number 1010. He trying to get you at where you like, bitch, I was about to fucking die. Like, I felt like I was mentally dying every day. And God came through and blessed me with X, Y, and Z. He's trying to give you a reason to celebrate. Ain't you tired of gritting your teeth? Yeah, it's cool to be resilient. Yeah, it's cool to look at yourself and see how smart you are, how witty you can get yourself out of a problem, you know, how much hard work you can put in to bring money, how much you can grind. Yeah, all that shit is cool. Yeah, you can do it. But ain't it better to do that shit with ease? Ain't it better to be like, oh, I could just be around this motherfucker and live. I could just be myself and abundance come to me? What? What? You mean to tell me I can be financially stable and not have 2 or 3 jobs? What? The fuck? You mean to tell me that the things that I want, my biggest dreams, is actually what I'm supposed to have? What? You're not smarter than God. He's like, come here. Bring your ass back here. Stop trying to run ahead of me and do this with me, okay? Let's take this a step at a time so we can celebrate together, okay? Faith. God, why you? Y'all, I swear, I don't know where the fuck this energy came from. Number 11. Yes, because I'm going through a new door. I'm learning how to manifest differently. I'm learning how to move differently. I'm learning how not to stay stuck in my emotions. Move through them motherfuckers, okay? Transmute this shit, okay? Faith. God say, in this period of awakening, I'm changing the way that you look at faith. I'm changing what you think faith is supposed to be, angel number 1212. I'm bringing you out of your motherfucking comfort zone to show you what the true faith is. The true faith is not applying for another job. The true faith when you're having money issues is not getting a second job. The true faith when you're, yeah, let's just leave it there. Angel number 1233. Yeah, the true faith is when you're having money issues is not to get another job. The true faith is when you're having problems on a job is not to leave the fucking job. The true faith is delivering it. It's crying, allowing God to feel your pain. There was a time where I was crying and I didn't even have the words, and I would just put my hand on my heart and cry like, God, feel this shit, okay? Angel number 1301. Feel me, God. Feel my pain. Feel my suffering. Feel my agony. Feel how frustrating this shit feels. Because I don't ever want to fucking feel it again. Universe, feel this feeling so that I never got to get here again. And that's what you have to understand. You keep trying to suck your feelings down. You keep trying to act like the shit that bothers you doesn't bother you, and you can't fucking move on. You can't have the awakening. You can't have the next level because you're stuck here because you don't want to feel your feelings. The leap of faith is feeling the fucking feelings. The leap of faith is sitting your ass in that uncomfortable ass situation. The leap of faith is being like, all right, God, fuck it. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to apply. I don't know who to reach out to. You show me which way to go. Angel number 1350. You talk to him like that. And that's how I got. I literally had to talk to my spirit team. Like, look, I understand y'all are probably doing the best that y'all can do for me. I know that y'all love me. And I know that y'all probably are doing things that I can't even fucking see. But I need it to happen faster because I feel like I'm fucking dying. If y'all want me to keep being on this road and keep fueling people, I need a miracle. I have literally been listening to this song, I'm looking for a miracle. I was in my bed last night listening to it. Before I did this video, I'm listening to it because I need a fucking miracle. I need to come out of this shit. And God is like, you know what? Since you want to be so big and fucking bad, you want to live your life as you want to be an example of who God is. You want to really show people how you're a channel of God. Stand in this shit and wait. Wait until I tell you to move. All right? What did I just say? What did I just say? What did I just say, y'all? Didn't I say that we changing the definition of faith, right? And the last thing I said, God says, stand there in your presence and wait until I fucking tell you to move. Until I move into things. You know what I realized about God? Stop, get off me, y'all. I'm already feeling my feels. I will go off this fucking chair. Like, I don't need nothing else. I'm already there, y'all. But I realized God is not the author of confusion. Every fucking thing that God has asked me to do, he gave me an end, and he gave me an end. He said, do this till this. Do this until that. I prayed to God when almost 7-8 years ago, when I was in public accounting, literally feeling like, bitch, maybe if I just fucking drive my car in a medium, could I be, maybe I'll be in a hospital. I won't really fuck myself up. I don't want to kill myself. I just want to fuck myself up bad enough not to go to work. That's a fucked up place to be in. And that's how a lot of us are operating on a daily fucking basis. That shit's not fucking normal. We're not supposed to be out here living like this. I mean, like, the world has tricked us to feel like, oh, it's just fucking work. Suck it up. No, bitch, it's not just fucking work. It's my whole motherfucking life. It's everything I'm giving my energy to. It's worth figuring this shit out. Your dreams are worth figuring this shit out. Because the shit that you're feeling is not fucking normal. So I'm in my job. Feeling like I just, nigga, I'm for real, y'all. When I tell you one time, I was like literally looking at this fucking paper shredder and I'm like, what if I lose one finger? I'm laughing. But the shit is real. Like, I was really fucking there. Like, you know what? Maybe if I just lose the tip of the finger, like, that, I have to at least be off work maybe like a month or two. Like, I was there, y'all. Like, worst place ever. And I got to the place where I was again. To the same place that I was. Here we go, baby. Come on, God. God's trying to tell us he feels us. He see where we are. And he's trying. This is what we want, and this is where we are. He's about to give it to us. He like, I know, baby. I know. Like, and I hear him. And like, every time I get there, he like, I know. I feel you. I'm sorry. I know. He's a nurturer. Cancer. He's a nurturer, right? Angel number 1734. So yeah. So I'm just like in my job, going the fuck through it. I'm not doing none of this healing stuff. I ain't wearing crystals. Look, y'all, I'm crystaled the fuck out. I got this crystal on. I got crystals in my bra. That's life hack. Healing girl hack. Crystal your ass up when you having rough days. Anyways, feel accomplished. So God, so I'm like feeling fucked up at work, right? And I'm like, I get to this place where I'm just like, I can't fucking do it. Like, this shit is mentally killing me, God. Like, I can't do it. And I go into my on-call room and I get on my knees. I say this story so much. Like, I know people who follow Odyssey, so it's like, girl. But I'm like, that's my origin story, bitch. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's where I fucking started. It all started in that fucking on-call room, in the dark, on my knees, begging God, like, please see me, God. Please hear me. I don't ever want to fucking be in this position again. Come on, God. Tell us the wheels are turning. Okay. Let me calm down. Let's put this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put these out. So I do that, right? And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you tell me to do. I'm gonna do it. Now, mind you, before I was doing that, I was like doing all this stuff about acting. I thought I was gonna quit my job and go back to grad school to get a MFA, all this stuff. And then my mama laughed at me, like, y'all. I was just going through it. Like, I just was like, I have to get out of this shit. And so I prayed. And then I want to say maybe a month later, maybe if then even a month, Whitney Houston passed away. Angel number 1915. And from that fucking day, I remember this as clear as day. Me and my ex, we were at Fridays, and he looked at his phone and he was just like, damn, Whitney Houston died. And I promise y'all, on my grandmother and grandfather grave, I felt this feeling in 1935 in my heart. Like, it like hit my fucking heart. And I was obsessed with her death. Obsessed about her death. Mind you, I'm not a Whitney Houston fan. Like, I mean, I love Whitney. Whitney, girl, you're my shit now. Me and her, she's my mama. She on my spirit team. I say what I said. She's on my spirit team. I got a couple other too. I got some heavy hitters on my team. But anyways, angel number 2002. So, yeah, from that day I was obsessed with Whitney Houston. I think I want to say maybe a week or so after that. Mind you, before I even did that prayer, I was like, okay, as a kid, I used to write. And I was like writing. I was trying to write all these different stories. And they just was not working. None of them was working. I was like trying to do the fan. Like none of it was working. And then I had wrote this one. It was just like a fucking paragraph. Like maybe not even a full page. And I was just like, ooh, this is so good. And it was like based around this girl, like she's preparing to go to her mom's funeral. And, but then I couldn't, nothing else after that came. So again, like everything else, I just kind of put it on the back burner. Whitney Houston died. I got obsessed about her death. The outline for my book came, and I've been working on it ever since. All of a sudden I found crystals. All of a sudden I found energy healing, blah, 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 tarot, bam, here I am today. So I'm telling you, as I say, I am an example of asking God, what should you do? I'm an example. I was a child that always had a book around me, yet I never, ever even thought about, oh shit, somebody had to write this book. Oh shit, like, author could be a job. I never thought about it, ever. I told y'all before I was looking at acting. Never in my life did I think about being a writer. But I prayed. And God aligned me, and now I swear to God, I can't even imagine my life not writing. Like it's kind of at the point where it's like it don't matter who fucking pick up the books because they gonna get written. Angel number 2147. I'm gonna do them, even if it's a small fucking press, even if it doesn't go worldwide. But I know it is going worldwide. Because they came to me. They gave me this information. And that's why I'm trying to get y'all to understand about this awakening. There are things that you want to do, things that you don't even remember that you want to do. And they're just waiting for you to have that moment of surrender and being like, God, help me. Help me. And he gonna fuck you up. He gonna fuck up your life in the best way. That's why I'm like, I'm at the point where I'm so in it that I can't even fucking leave. You know, like I'm so far in it that I can't even be like, oh well shit, fuck it, I quit, I tried that. Like this isn't a fad. This isn't something I'm trying on. This is my fucking life. This is really my life. Alright, God. Final shuffle. Clarify this message of awakening, celebration, faith, and present. I'm gonna hurry up, God. What do you want us to know? How can we navigate this energy of this new moon in Cancer? How can we remember how to be a spiritual being and work with our spiritual team? Make it as plain as possible. This came right back fucking out. Why does these feel like we had these cards already? I feel like... like we had these cards already. Y'all. Y'all. Listen. Let me hurry up. God says, you trust me. You decide from if you never tried God, you never trusted the spiritual side, but yet you're in this place in your life where you just like, I can't go on anymore like this. Like if I have to live my life like this for the next 5 years, I may as well not exist. If that's how you feel right now, God is saying, give it over to him. Trust him. Call out to him. And then from that moment on, when I told God, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do, I really meant that shit. I have been down to college campuses in Ohio, angel number 2420, following what God told me to do. I went to Chicago on some random shit, following what God told me to do. I went Ann Arbor, like, it doesn't look, and everybody in my life probably like, this bitch crazy. I am crazy. Crazy as hell for trusting God. But I'm going to keep trusting him. I'm going to keep going. Because it's like, the shit that I'm seeing, the knowledge that I have, how I feel, what I know, what I've been experiencing, it's worth it. It's worth going through this process of awakening. And God is saying the process of awakening, it's going to be difficult, but it's only going to be difficult because you're learning how to live differently. You're learning how to live from the heart and not the mind anymore. So that's why he's saying, let your heart lead you. Let your heart guide you. Let your focus on what you love. Allow love and life and peace to guide you. And it'll take you to your destiny. Angel number 2525. It will take you to your fucking dreams. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is the night. Queen, king. You're there. You're there, baby. It's so fucking hard because you almost done. You are almost on the other side. And guess what? Once you're there, nobody in your life has to deal with this again. Nobody ever has to struggle anymore. Because it changes. It has been killed with you. Okay? So go through this process of awakening. For celebration, we had the Page of Swords coming out. And the Page of Swords coming out with celebration is, I'm going to be honest, this is kind of an interesting energy because for me, the Page of Swords is all about being immature, about not really knowing how to, not really knowing the power of your words. So I guess it does make sense. God is saying, if you want to have love and joy and peace and celebrations, you have to speak that over your life. You can't speak death over your life and then expect things to get better. You can't be like, this how this always fucking happen. I'm cursed. This is it. And then expect things to get better. Gotta say, be mindful of your words. Become mature in your words. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't go back and forth. We had that the new moon in Virgo. God said, stop tiptoeing. God is saying, if you're going to have faith, have faith. And when you speak life over yourself. Look at these. These are two different. Look how she's like, she's unsure. The clouds, the confusion. Look, even the look on her face is like uncertain. Angel number 2720. God is saying, when you're going through this process of awakening, you don't have to be uncertain because you know the ultimate destiny. You know the ultimate end goal. You know where you're going. You know why you're going through all of this. Right? And if you don't know why you're going through this, you tell God, I don't understand why I'm going through this, but I'm going to trust you anyway. My life may not be okay, but I'm going to trust you anyway. That's a mantra. When stuff feels like everything is going wrong and it can't get any better, I tell myself, God only wants the best for me. He loves me. And it sounds corny, and you'd be like, oh, whatever, you say that. But after I cry, after I get my shit out, instead of allowing those negative thoughts to cycle over and over, I'll repeat a mantra. This is just a cycle in my life. This is a chapter in my life. This will not be my life. This is just a period of my life. I will not always be here. God is saying, be mindful of your words. Be mindful of how you speak to yourself. Set those boundaries, not only with others, but with yourself. I don't speak down to myself. I don't talk ill to myself. Even when I do catch myself saying, I'm like, girl, what? Just all delete, you know? Be kind to yourself. You're remembering. When you was a baby, wasn't nobody yelling at you because you ain't fucking know how to walk. So why are you beating yourself up? Because you're trying to remember how to live again. Engine number 2850. And for a lot of us, we're not even remembering how to live again. We're learning how to breathe again. We're not even fucking living. We're just in this bitch existing. And God wants better for us. The last thing that God is saying is, if you allow yourself to go through this process of awakening, speak life, love, and celebration over yourself, if you take the leap of faith of trusting God, of setting those firm boundaries, of only moving in the area of love, standing in your presence, of course you will become the magician. Of course, eventually you will start seeing your power. Of course, you can start thinking about expanding your horizons and where you can go out and who you can connect with. Because you know your power. You know yourself. You know where you're going. I say it and I feel like I'm saying it because God wants me to hear this, to remind myself is to become the alchemist of your life. You don't need everything to go right. You just need to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. and being your best representative. Angel number 2855. All right, let me get us some quick tools and get on out of here. Well, okay, I'll do the getting in the vortex. I really didn't want to do getting in the vortex because these are more about relationships, and this is not really about relationships. All right, so I'm going to change that. All right, God, clarify this message of awakening, celebration, faith, and presence. God, clarify this message of the Knight of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Magician. Make it as plain as possible, allow no room or doubt or confusion. I'm going to do this really quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because we spent a lot of time in the beginning, and a lot of that was like just channeling stuff. This is, of course, so perfect. So the two cards that I'm going to focus on is the top two energies, which is our awakening and our presence, because that's what God is trying to get us to understand, that in this new moon of Cancer that we have this opportunity to go through an awakening. We have the opportunity to change the way that we live and we operate in life. And for depending on where Cancer is in your chart, it's going to affect you differently. But I know one thing for sure, it's affecting everybody, is your house, your home, the things that you feel like you belong. So as you're going through that process of awakening, remember, like, God works in everything. I was going through things in my apartment. I'm just like, ugh, like even my apartment, like I love my building, but my apartment is no longer in alignment with who I want. I want to have more sunlight in. I want to have room for my dog. I want to be able to set up an additional room to be able to do my videos and for my writing. Like, so my life is expanding, and God is saying there's nothing wrong with that. You're awakening to what you really truly want. So yeah, at first it feels uncomfortable. At first it feels annoying because you're aware. You're becoming aware of the things that you don't want. That's what awakening is, becoming aware, right? So the card that we're going to focus on for the Knight of Cups with the awakening, God is giving me, my career is one of creating a joyful life experience. I think I said this earlier in the video, right? It's not normal to be going to work feeling like you want to die. It's not normal to just keep sucking down toxic ass behavior. God is saying we're meant to feel a joyful life experience. If your dominant intent is to feel joy while you are doing the work, your triad of attention, freedom, growth, and joy will come quickly and easily into alignment. See your career as one of creating a joyful life experience. You are not a creator of things or a regenerator of what someone else has or a gatherer of stuff. You are a creator, and the subject of your creation is a joyful life experience. This is your quest. This is your mission. That is your quest. This is why you are here. And so that's why God is trying to just awaken you to that fact that whatever area or whatever you're struggling with, your mission was to make it better. Your soul came down here to understand how to make it better. So if you have a turbulent relationship with your mother, and your mother has a turbulent relationship with her mother, and it goes on and on, it was put on you because God wants you to learn how to work through it. To learn how to mother yourself, to not only learn how to mother yourself and your daughters, but to also learn that you don't have to just get, how to get mothers from the world. Just because you don't have a connection with your mother doesn't mean that God can't bring another mothering, nurturing figure into your life to give you those things that you want. But in order for you to want that, or to even, get that, you have to acknowledge that that's something that you are hurting or something that you desire. That's all God trying to tell you. But I also feel like, I don't know, that was a message for somebody, but I really feel like what God is trying to get us to understand in this new moon in Cancer is to really know that we can earn a living doing what we love to do. He wants you to know that he didn't bring you down here to suffer. He didn't bring you down here to have a 9-to-5. And as much as it feels, and that's how I was explaining to him, I was explaining to him, angel number 3430, like, God, this shit is hard. Like, I can't just quit my job because I have student loans. I can't just quit my job because I don't have a family house to go back on, or my mom doesn't have a home. Like, my mom lives in an apartment. I can't just go sleep on her couch. I don't have anywhere else to go. Like, I have to make this work. And that's why I'm like, God, if you're not going to give me the information that I need to get myself out of it, then I need you to help me out of it. Because this is not going to work. I need to be financially stable in order to survive because of X, Y, and Z. Because this is how this matrix is set up. So you don't even want to acknowledge that. You don't want to acknowledge that you want money. And you don't want it because you're trying to be just filthy rich and, fucking be having yachts and shit. Like, you just want it so that you can do what the fuck you love to do. You just want it to be okay and to survive. And God is saying, that's okay. I know that's what you want. Angel number 3535. That's why I'm going to give it to you. For the Page of Swords, I will praise success whenever I see it. That's why this immature energy is coming out, is because you're judging others. Why did the Kardashians got it? How did they become a billionaire? How did they do this? Why do he got that? Why does she got that? How is she going on vacations all the time? What Portia doing? Like, you're so focused on everything outside of yourself. You're judging other people, and yet you want success for yourself. God said, don't work that way. You have to praise success whenever you see it. Because for one, you don't know what that person had to go through to get that. And for two, you should look at that and be like, damn, if these bitches can become a billionaire off some fucking lip kits, of course I can become a billionaire off of a book. Of course I can become a billionaire off of a fucking video game. Of course I can. It's like, why are we hating on these people? Like, people like mumble rappers. Instead of hating on that, why be like, oh, well, if somebody listen to that bullshit, I know they'll listen to this. Like, we don't have to hate on other, because the universe is abundant. There is no shortage in this bitch. The shortage that we have is in our mind. And that's why God is trying to get you out of that. You can't speak death over others and expect life and celebration in your life. That trolling shit is a trap. Get out of it. Get out of other people's business. Don't care. I literally reposted a clip on my IG page where Nicki Minaj was like, I don't give a fuck about who you fucking, what you doing, nothing else. I got a beef with being broke. That's the only fucking thing I'm worried about. And that's how I live. That's how I feel. I don't give a fuck about what anybody doing. I'm just worried about making sure Am's okay. I don't give a fuck what nobody think about what I'm doing, because I'm trying to make sure I'm okay. I don't speak death on nobody's shit. I don't hate on nobody's stuff. I check myself every time I see myself doing that. Well, if they can do it, I obviously can do it too. Okay? For Faith and the Queen of Swords, my life is only as good as I allow it to be. That's why God is saying, set your boundaries. Change the way that you think about faith. If you don't know what to do, don't jump out the window. Don't do nothing rash. That must mean that God wants you to stand in it and wait for him to come and do something for you. Like the air you breathe, abundance in all things is available to you. Your life will simply be as good as you allow it. I do want to read this. When you find yourself critical of the way anyone has attracted or is using money, you are pushing money away from you, so don't be a hater. But when you realize that what others do with money has nothing to do with you, and that your primary work is to think and speak and do what feels good to you, then you will be able to come in alignment not only about the subject of money, but about every important subject in your physical experience. This stuff, us in America, our obsession with celebrities, that is a trap to keep your attention on things and making these people feel like they have something that you can't have. Any fucking celebrity, and your number 3838, you can have it. Anything that anybody in this world have, you can have it, and probably 10 times better. Okay? Last thing, for presence and what God wants you to know is that it comes not by magic, it is law. God saying stop. Ain't no fucking magic in this bitch. If it's any magic, it's coming through me. Period. You don't need to know no spell. You don't need to get no magic book. You don't need to know what fucking ritual to do. Get grounded in your fucking self. Trust yourself. Allow love to lead. Allow joy to lead. Allow yourself to be like, I only want to be free. Allow yourself as, I'm only going to make moves in love. I'm only going to do the things that I want to do. Watch your fucking life change. It's not magic. It's not overnight success. Big Sean said it best. Getting rich ain't a blessing, it's a choice. You choose to fucking be abundant. You choose to be a part of the 1%. Fuck that 1%. That shit coming down. They want you to feel like, oh, if they have all this money, then that means that I can have. Fuck them. Fuck that. The universe is abundant. You can print more motherfucking money. The fuck? Come on. There's fucking kids on YouTube. Billionaires. The fuck are you talking about right now? Playing with toys. And you telling me you gotta be in a fucking plant? Get your fucking mind right. Sorry. Sorry, Detroit just be jumping out sometimes. Start telling a better feeling story about the things that are important to you. What did I say back here? You're immature. Grow up. Do not write your story like a factual documentary, weighing all the pros and cons of your experience, but instead tell the uplifting, fanciful, magical story of the wonder of your own life and watch what happens. It will feel like magic as your life begins to transform right before your eyes, but it is not magic. It is the power of the laws of the universe and your deliberate alignment with those laws. Really quick example of this: learning how to become the magician, learning how to stand in your power. 2 years ago, I had this apartment in the same building. I loved it. It was amazing. It was huge. It made me feel like a bad bitch. Like, it was just everything. And the month that I was reaching out to my, to like the real estate guy, to be like, hey, yeah, I want to extend my lease. He was like, actually, the owner wants the place back. And I had like a month to move. No lie. A month to figure out how to move. And I think at the time my car had went down too. So it was like just fucked up, bad situation. And I think I just like broke up with my ex. It was a whole bunch of shit going on. And I was just like in this place where I'm like, I think I maybe looked at 1 or 2 places and I was just like, God, I don't want to fucking move. Like, I love this building. I like where I live. Like, I just don't want to move. Like, I don't, like, help. The days was getting closer and closer. I think I had maybe 2 weeks, had nowhere to live, no idea where I'm going to live at. And I also had my dog, and that was a deal breaker for me at that point, because I'm like, I'm not getting rid of my dog because I did it before. I'm like, I'm never, ever, ever doing that again. Like, I need to keep Cuddy, so wherever I live, I need to be able to keep my dog. And no lie, I think I was getting ready to go to work, and like, because I'm a naturally upbeat person, so if anybody see me not being upbeat, they like, damn, you all right? Like, they'll reach out, be like, what's going on? And I'm just like, I don't know. I tried to like brush it off, like, it's just life. And they're like, what's going on? I'm like, no, I just have to find somewhere to move, and like, I only got like 2 weeks, blah, blah, blah. And the guy was like, oh, it's this guy in here who has units. Like, let me give you his number. In a week, I had it done. A week I had it done. 2 weeks left. Week I had it done. I didn't have to move. I moved down 1 floor. 1 floor. That's what God is like, I'm trying to expand your life. I'm trying to bless you, but I need you to take off the shield and just like end these sleepless nights. But anyway, so the last thing I would say is that to tell you guys how I'm still living by this example. I'm at this place where I'm like, I love this building, but I don't love this unit that I live in. And like, maybe I feel like it's time to come out of this. And I found this place that, y'all, every time I walk by it, me and Cuddy saw it on our walk, and I'm like, I want that place. That is my place. I talked to the guy. Me and him had a good ass conversation, good energy. And the rent actually is high. Like, it's pretty high, age of over 34 or 40. But for some reason, my mind it didn't focus on that. Like, it's like, so when I was before, maybe, 3 or 4 years ago, I'll be like, oh, I can't afford that. Like, that thought never even crossed my mind. I was just like, oh, well, eventually, well, if I get this, then I can get that. If I get this, then I'm definitely gonna be able to move in. I don't know how it's all gonna work out, but I just know I'm at this place where nothing feels like it matched where I'm at in my life. And as much as I want to be like, let me figure this shit out, let me figure this shit out. I could be smarter than God. This time around, I'm choosing to do things differently. I'm choosing to trust him. I'm choosing to see. You see this? She is sitting there waiting for God to come. She's waiting for her ships to come. She like, look, I done did the work. My package done said is here. This is how you got to be about your blessing, yo. I have a countdown. 260 days to a miracle. You got to be like, okay, I did all my preparation. Angel number 4444. I did all my preparation. I'm sitting here, I'm waiting. Okay, this shit got to come any day. Just stand there and wait for God to bless you. Because you've done all that you can do. When you know that you've done, it's a fucking song. When you've done all that you can, you just stand, okay? That's what we doing. All right, let's, final message is going to come from our auntie, and then we're going to get on out of here. I did not mean to make that this long. So, the new moon is actually going to come on July 9th. Actually, is that when the new moon comes? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I had to make sure. Yep, the full moon is actually tomorrow, so we're a day ahead. But the energies actually last 3 days before and 3 days after, so this video is going to come out probably right on time. A man is an idea in divine mind, the epitome of being, the apex of creation. Charles Fillmore. The following is a list of adjectives used by a group of hundreds of women to describe men. A man is a dog, a liar, irresponsible, unfaithful, hard to communicate with, a good worker, strong, a pain in the neck, lazy, sloppy, inconsiderate, unemotional, unreliable, not to be trusted, cheap, a user, manipulative, hard to please, messed up in the head, too aggressive, too possessive, confused about what he wants, out to take advantage of women, the only thing that can really hurt a woman, hard to love, a good lover, a sex fiend, stupid, hard to catch, difficult to keep, not worth the effort, a disappointment, a waste of time, cute when he's sleeping, better off without a woman, a joke, okay to his mother, too smart for his own good, the last thing on my Christmas list. 12 of the women were in long-term loving relationship. 63 of the women did not know their fathers. A man is a mind thing. Whatever is in your mind, I will find in a man. Whatever is in my mind, I will find in a man. Woo! So, it's so funny because I didn't want to do the relationship thing. And I'm also going to read July 8th because today is July 8th. But for some reason, again, it's like my life will be as good as I allow it to be. My life is creating one of a joyful experience. It's a lot about you have to speak life over yourself. What this is saying is you can't say that men ain't shit, that you can't trust men, that everybody's scheming, that nobody can be trusted, and then think that you're going to find a man that loves you and that supports you. You get what you think and what you speak and what you believe. So you need to start speaking life over yourself, okay? Final word. To understand how society functions, you must understand the relationship between men and women. What type of relationship did you have with your parents? How did you really feel about them? Whatever your relationship is or was with your parents will be reflected in the types of relationships you have in your life. Whatever your relationship is or with your parents will be reflected in the types of relationships you have in your life. It will be difficult for you to have a good relationship with women if you do not have a good relationship with your mother. Whatever the image, thoughts, and feelings you have about your father will be reflected in the relationship with men. Your relationship with them is your model of what to expect, what is and what is not acceptable. When the memories of our parents are disappointing, frightening, and or painful, we may repeat these patterns in our lives. We can break the pattern when we forgive our parents. They did the best they could based on the patterns and models they lived by. They have hurts and pains and bad memories just like we do. Our parents are just people who did the best they could with what they knew. I forgive my parents and I am releasing my patterns. And so to wrap that all up, what God is trying to get you to understand is that nobody in your family may have been earning a living doing what they love. Nobody in your family has a career of a joyful life experience. Nobody in your family really has seen true success. But God is saying that doesn't have to be you. Your mom don't have a good relationship with men. That doesn't have to be you. awakening to this is a pattern that has been going on in my bloodline, but I choose to no longer live that. I choose to allow love to lead and guide me. I choose to go through this process of awakening that my life is one of creating a joyful life experience. I will speak life over myself and praise success whenever I see it. I will have faith and set boundaries and only speak life over myself. I will have faith and believe that God only wants the best with me so that I can stand in my presence and get everything that is meant for me, because it's not coming by magic but by divine law. God is saying, fuck what your family been through. It can end right here with you. But you have to acknowledge that this has happened to your family. You have to acknowledge the pain and allow your heart to lead you on through. Okay? All right, y'all. Angel number 5030. That is all the messages I have for you. If this message was beneficial for you, please give me a thumbs up. If you made it to this end of the message, please, if you made it to the end of this message and you didn't subscribe, please make sure you subscribe. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Namaste. Angel number 5050. Also, thank you so much for being on this video. Whether you look at these videos every day or just once in a while, I really truly appreciate this. You give me purpose. You make me feel like I'm doing something with my life and that it's not in vain. So thank you so much. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the little, the thumbs up. Like, it really makes me feel better. And I don't take it for granted. So thank you. Ashe.